Hey, good morning, everyone. On this Wednesday, October 23rd, I hope all is well with you. Hope you had your coffee. I hope you thank the Most High for waking you up this morning, starting you on your way, anointed yourself and your family before you went out here into this evil behind world. Man. So, hey, I just came on here because I felt the need to just elaborate or to bring some clarity to a situation. So let's see, where should I start at? Okay, so I had my awakening earlier this year, right? Keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind too, when I had my awakening, you know, just like the people in the Bible, how Yahusha chose these people to, follow him, make them fishermen of men and whatnot. And they dropped everything to follow him, meaning they left family, friends, all this to go follow the Most High, right? So when I got the call, was chosen, awakened, I chose to follow him, do his will, walk in my purpose. With that being said, I left a lot of loved ones behind, immediate family, extended family, friends, everything. I left everything behind, right? So everyone knows about the love that between, like, a child and their parents, specifically their mom. And then you have a son and a mom, right? I loved my family. I had love for my friends. But I left all of that because I love Yahuwah and Yahusha way more than I love my family and my friends. Yahuwah, Yahusha, they come first, right? And I have a purpose. Not to say that, just think about when you have a breakup, right? You're in a relationship and you love this man or this woman and you trying your darndest to make it work, even though you know it's toxic and you know this needs to come to an end. And it happens. You end the relationship, right? Okay. But you always have that in your mind, or at least I did when I was in a relationship back in the day. I said, you know what? I end this relationship, but can someone please tell my heart that I'm not in it anymore? Because my heart was still there. I was still somewhat emotionally attached, to the relationship that was toxic, it was bad. So even though I picked up my cross, I chose to answer the call, follow the Most High, but I'm still somewhat, not all the way, thank the Ruach HaKodesh, thank Yahuwah, but still somewhat emotionally connected, as anyone should, to their loved ones, right? So when I had my awakening back in April, the first thing that the Most High put in my face, literally the first thing, was my mama is not going to make it into the kingdom. She will not inherit the kingdom. She is going to hell. Don't stop at go. Don't collect $200. Straight to hell. This is what he put in my face soon I had my awakening. Also, I witnessed my mom having what's called a narcissistic injury 9 years earlier. And this thing here, like I told y'all back in earlier posts, look up narcissism and this, they give it a medical term, but all it is a demon in human form, excuse me. My mom was the first time I'd ever witnessed seeing, I know some of you know this, we're not just, it's not just humans. We walk amongst angels, be it angelic from Yahuwah or Nephilim demons, but angels all the same, fallen angels, demons, Nephilim, demons, spirits among us. They may be made to look like humans, but they are here. They are monsters. Y'all heard that saying, be careful who you entertain, because you might just be entertaining an angel. That angel don't necessarily have to be one from Yahuwah. Well, they all from Yahuwah, but don't necessarily have to be one of the good ones. It could be a Nephilim. Those are angels too, fallen ones that followed the the adversary, Satan, the devil, right? So my mom, being a narcissist, having this entity that's possessing her or whatever, I saw it. I did something that I thought was innocent, but it caused her to have a narcissistic injury. The mask came off. I seen that face. And I buried that. I buried it. I didn't want to revisit that. I didn't want to have to talk because it was so dramatic, traumatizing to me. Use an example. Think about like a child. And this is, I would hate for this to happen, but it happens. A child is raped by her dad or by a close family member. And she wants to bury that. She don't want to talk about it. She like, forget it. Is it because she don't want to deal with that? It was too traumatic. The trauma was too much. That's exactly how the trauma was too much. And 9 years later, I had my awakening. He put that in my face. All right. So not YouTube. YouTube too. YouTube and TikTok. Y'all aren't privileged to have seen my earlier posts and videos when I had my awakening. I was a complete mess. Everyone wanted me to go get submitted to St. Elizabeth, go seek help, psych ward, all this. I admit it, I was out there because I did not want to accept the fact that my mama was hell-bound. How could I? This is the one that introduced Yahusha to us, to me and my siblings. How in the world she not making it in? I did not want to accept that. So those videos and posts, at first I was just writing all these long posts. I was sitting in my living room. Yahusha would say, no, now you got to put it on video. So then I went to video in my office. I remember that first video I was doing. I didn't know I was going to start crying. And I turned the phone off, camera off. He was like, no, they got to see it. Let it roll. Let it play. So that's what I did. So them first 2 weeks of my awakening, whoo, you seen a boy pleading. They talk about something, don't ever question the Most High. Baby, I was questioning him because I ain't understand how is Vera Mae Johnson not going to heaven. She the one that told me about the Most High. I didn't want to accept it. I didn't understand it. I was emotionally attached. It was a lot going on. And then at the same time, I'm getting downloads. I'm at work seeing demons and stuff. And there was so much going on that first 2 weeks of my awakening. It was just an overload. I wasn't sleeping. It was just a mess. And I had that talk with my auntie. The Most High used her. He has no respect to person. He used her. And I'm telling you, when I got off that phone with her, a peace beyond understanding came over me. I'm second about the Most High. He's a Prince of Peace. And it came over me, and I was just calm. You'll see my videos, the ones on YouTube, Facebook. Y'all know I went from being erratic and all that to just being calm. So then I was like, okay, let me tackle this another way. So that's when I started doing the videos. To the average person, it came off like I was disrespecting my mom. I'm putting her on blast, this kind of thing, right? And other relatives. Keep in mind, I'm also the generational curse breaker. But in my little, I know Yahuwah said, lean not to your own understanding. But in my mind, I'm still not wanting to accept this truth, even though he's giving me peace, right? So now I'm saying, let me go do these videos, maybe because when a narcissist, I'm trying to tell y'all, they refuse to take accountability and responsibility for some crazy crap they done. They won't do it. So it's like, okay, maybe if I put it in their face, shame them, embarrass them, if you will, maybe they'll have some feelings, they'll have some kind of empathy or sympathy, which will lead them to taking responsibility and accountability, which will lead them to apologizing, which will lead them to confessing sins, which will lead them to repent. So that's where I'm at with it. So it's not me. I'm trying to convict her. I don't love my mama. I do. I love my family. But at the same time, I thank the Most High from taking that emotional attachment away from the situation. So if you all notice, if you've been following me for a while, I hardly do videos where I'm talking about her or narcissism. Because I know if I start talking about narcissism, even though I dated a bunch of them and all that, a narcissist person, malignant narcissist, is the one that, shout out to him. He the one that actually woke me up, believe it or not. So, but I shy away from them because I know it's going to always lead back to my mom. Because I remember, I tell y'all I had two awakenings, one January 30th and then the April one. So the January 30th, that was me just awakening to the fact that these demons and stuff and narcissistic people and people I've dated, people I work with, people in the church, whatever. But that thought of my mama and the narcissistic injury, it kept popping in my head, but I kept like, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. But the 3 months I was learning about narcissism and stuff, then I gradually started learning about being chosen. And then I had my awakening. Boom, that thought that I kept trying to depress, but my mama having that narcissistic injury, it popped in my head, like right in my face, you know. And that was like, I was not trying to accept it. So yeah, my brother did posted a video. He may or may not was talking about me, but I felt like they said a hit dog will holler. I said I felt hit, you know, and I know it was out of love. It wasn't a derogatory or malice post, even if it wasn't towards me. But I just want to get some clarity on why, you know, I was doing the videos I was doing, because I know in the carnal world, carnal mind, carnal eye, this joker hate his mama so bad. Oh, I feel sorry for Vera, her son doing this, doing that, doing that. Nah, this is her son using whatever tactics he can to get her to accept accountability for the things she's done, to apologize, to confess, eventually repenting and of her wicked ways and stuff and turn to Yahuwah. But her mindset, I mean, she's one of them spiritual narcissists that grandiose, you know, I'm above this. You know, it's crazy, man. Where she at is like, what? You know, and I know some of y'all think y'all really know my mom, whatever. No, y'all know the mask that she shows y'all. Me and her kids, there's my mama, we live with her. We grew up, so we see stuff or have seen stuff that y'all haven't seen. And I know my other siblings, they know. They just choose, they either have a reprobate mind or they're just in a strong delusion or they just choose not to think about it. Yes, I know no one's perfect. But y'all, it's one thing for you to be like, you know what? If you keep going, if you keep doing that, you ain't going to make it to heaven. It's one thing for that, but it's another thing when the Most High tell you that this loved one is not going, like point blank. And as a son, it's kind of difficult. It became a little better, a lot better now. But like I said, TikTok, y'all just don't know. I don't even want to share those videos on TikTok. Cause I'm 51. That's the most I've cried in my life. I know at one point, probably like day 8, I'm praying to the Most High. Please stop, please. I don't want to cry no more. Please stop me from crying. I was crying on camera, off camera, at work, on my way to work, on my way home, on break, just crying. Man, because it was so much going on during that awakening. I don't know what your experience was for your awakening, but man. But my cousin, my second cousin, I look at her like an aunt. Pearlie Mae, you know who you are. In my heart, I pray for her. I feel like she's awakened. She contributed to my awakening, believe it or not. When I was around her a lot before my awakening, and me and her would have our talks, we talked all the time, on the phone and all the time. And I remember one time she was saying about, you know, this thing she was seeing, demons and all this, and this was going on, and I felt like I had blinders on. I'm like, what's she talking about? And I messed around, and I prayed to the Most High to take the blinders off my eyes. If this stuff is in fact going on, I want to see what's going on. What's happening right in front of my face? He answered. And I was like, I want to say, Most High, put the blinders back on. Put them back on. Put them back on. But I'm here to tell you, once them blinders are off, it's no turning back. You can't unsee what he's showing you. You can't unhear what you're hearing. It's right in your face. You ask for them to come off. So I'm telling y'all, I so want y'all to pray that prayer and ask him to remove the blindness of your eyes. If in fact David's talking about demons around and all this going on, take the blindness off. But just beware. When you pray that prayer, ain't no putting them back on. And truth be told, it's best that I'm awakened and the blinders are off and I can see stuff of what it is. You know what I'm saying? It hurts because he gonna expose close friends and family that you thought was in your corner, that you thought had your best interest, and they didn't. They've been plotting all along. They've been hating all along. They've been jealous all along. They've been envious all along. You gonna find out. I mean, it's a truth, and I'd rather, even though at times it hurt, and you know, the Most High's been working with me. I've gotten so much better. Cause man, I used to have my moments. I just sit and think, you know, and be crying. You know, I gave my heart. I wore my heart on my sleeve. I love these people, this family, these friends, whatever. And they do this, man, and this and this. Man. But being awakened is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I also have a couple of friends and a couple of family members. And this has been in my spirit too. Man, I've discerned that you all know who you are. That your loved one, particularly your mama, was taken away taken away from here. And a lot of y'all have turned your face away from the Most High. A lot of you all hate the Most High for this. I had a friend of mine when I had my awakening, and he basically called and told me, if you're going to go this route and serve the Most High, we can't be friends. He know who he is. He didn't give me the explanation why, but I know that's the reason why. Because his mama gone. His mama died. I don't think it's been 5 years. I'm not sure. But it's been since I retired. His mama passed. And I remember he took it hard. Was almost commit suicide. And I have cousins that just lost their mama. And some of them hate the Most High because of it. I ain't saying all of y'all, but some of y'all do. And I just ask, I pray for y'all. I really do. And I just ask, if y'all want answers, just instead of hating them, just pray and talk to them. Pray and go to the Father and talk to him. Plead to him. You got to cry. And he'll reveal some things to y'all. You know, we all have to make that appointment. Be it when you 40, 50, or when you 90. Not everybody going to make it to 90 and 100. You know, we all have an appointed time. And man, yes, my mom is still here, but my situation is a little different from you all's because what I just explained about the demon and all that kind of stuff like that. But she is still, in fact, here. So that's two people looking at me like, man, their mom is gone, and here I am doing all this, that with, you know, they just looking like, but if you only knew, man. Even though the Most High showed me what he showed me, it's like I'm just trying other ways to get her to just, come on, man, why? And then that part of me, I'll be mad at her. Because, this is another part too I want to tell y'all. Be careful about things that you accept, like gifts or whatnot, or lies and different things that you may tell that you may deem are innocent or what people like to call white lies. Because unbeknownst to you, when you tell these lies that you think are small, depends on what it is, you are entering in an agreement and a contact with the adversary, the enemy. You get into bed with the enemy. And you're opening up portals. You're exposing yourself to allow the enemy to come in. And eventually, at some point over months or years, he going to consume you. A lot of you all are being used by demons and the adversary, and y'all don't even know it, bro. some people are so far gone where they actually know, but a lot of people don't know. Be careful when you receive gifts and things from people. I don't care what it is, a car, money, material, whatever. Pray over that thing. The heart of man is wicked. You don't know what kind of black magic, curse, or whatever they place over that item. And by you, the devil he's manipulative, cunning. You know, he wants you to come into agreement with him in contract, but he ain't just going out and just say it out front. He gonna like manipulate you into coming into this agreement by way of like you accepting the gift or accepting. So you gotta pray over stuff that you bring into your house, stuff that you accept. I'm telling you what I know. You gotta pray over this stuff. Everybody don't have your best interests at heart. You can have a housewarming, and you invite these people over, and there's somebody in that crowd, a couple of them that hate, jealous that you got a house, envious, hating that it happened to you and not them, and they give you a gift, and they don't put a curse, black magic on the gift concerning you and your house. You never know, so you got to pray, man. You got to pray over all that stuff. Think about these entertainers. A lot of them, they don't read the fine print. They don't read the disclaimer. And like I said, the enemy, the devil, very cunning and deceiving. He ain't going to out front tell you, oh, you selling your soul. Now, in your mind, you think it's selling your soul is, here's my soul. Give me a check for $1 million. It ain't that obvious like that. It's you compromising your integrity, your morals, things, your beliefs. And it's like a subtle, gradual thing that happens, and then once you really kind of know what's going on, it's almost like you too in deep. You in deep. Now you got to make a decision. Am I gonna lose my whole career, or I'm gonna go this way? But he's cunning and deceitful how he gets you to come into these agreements and these contracts with him. Very cunning. You got to denounce, declare, and decree contracts. Yahushua, he's our representative, our lawyer. He'll stand there for you. When you breaking these contracts and these agreements and stuff. But I'm telling y'all, this stuff is so real. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. Some people like to say your third eye. When them blinders are removed and you awakening to what's going on around you for real, it will trip you out. The rabbit hole is deep. It's almost like it's non-ending. It's deep. You're like, what? But yeah, that's all I had to share with y'all this morning. But y'all have a good middle of the week day on this 23rd of October, this fall day. All right.